We actually have had a time in the past where someone shared something outside the group they weren't supposed to. We had to go to the person and tell them and warn them and tell them if it happened again they would be asked not to come to the group. And it happened again. And we asked them not to come to the group, and we had a paper that told them that. So I thought it was in here, but it's not. So I think I'll put that in there. And good. And that will be on the webpage, the upgrade.
What if someone brings up the question about giving to the church, service to the church, that kind of thing? If they say, look, I'm not financially supporting the church, I'm not serving at the church, I just want to come and check it out, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how much of this is contractual versus?
I think I would just say, well, we're just trying to. I think I just say we're just trying to encourage you to do this. If someone says, hey, right now I don't have a job, I can't give to the church, or I this or that, I can't do it, or I'm not helping at the church, say, well, this is just something that we think would be in your best interest, and we'd like to have you work toward it. This isn't a contract where you have to do this.
But if they say, I'm not going to sign this because it says right here that I will do this, and I'm not willing to do that yet.
Yeah.
So just don't worry about it. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, talk to them after the meeting and just find out where they're at. If there's someone who just has an axe to grind and you sense they're going to be a difficult person, it might be best if they're not in a group. I mean, if they're just going to be there to cause trouble. But if it's someone who just says, well, I just don't think I can do that at this time, then I could even change the wording to where I will strive together. I will strive to instead of regularly. You know, would that be better? I'm changing it.
If you added that strive, that might be good to strive to regularly attend stuff. That way they feel like they're not contractually bound.
I don't have a problem at all with that. Because it's not a contract, John, you're right. We're not saying if you don't attend every week you can't be in this group. Because you could have a neighbor that doesn't even go to church and isn't even here. So this could be for people that...
Yeah. The thing is, I'm just trying to, leave the door open for non-believers, who are wanting to come in and just check it out, kind of thing. They read through some of this stuff and they're like, I'm not doing any of that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. Anything else?
It's always a good thing to ask, though. I totally buy it with unbelievers, but I know in my own life I don't normally take a step of growth until somebody challenges me and says, why don't you do that? Why don't you commit to doing that?
Right.
And then, okay, and that's why we do it in services. Say, well, you make a commitment today to do this. Because we know unless we call for that question or close the deal, they'd say in car sales, I think, nobody does it. They just sit there comfortably ignorant.
Yeah, because I see this being a great opportunity to, get to know members of your group and sort of going to see where they're at and their walk with Jesus. I'm just, I know people who,
Might be kind of a cool thing to have 2 boxes down the line that says I will or I'll strive, and then people can kind of tell you where they're at, huh? I'm either going to step up or going in or step toward it.
That's good. That's good.
But this is something that you want us to collect and give to you from all the
I would. And then on the right, on page number 13, is for you and your apprentice or coordinator or apprentice to do. One of the things that goes along with what John was just talking about is that we learn best when we are under stress. We have been taught, we go to school in the fall, to high school or college, whatever, you get off for fall break, you go back again, you get off for Christmas, you go back, you have spring break, go back, you have summer off. But whenever you're stressed, we learn better, and that's why we teach in semesters here. It's because it gives you a time away and you relax, and actually when you go back, you learn better than if you had been going all year long. That's the theory behind it. So when you put teeth into it like this and say, I will strive or I will do this, then it puts a certain level of stress. And stress isn't a bad thing. It can be a good thing. Okay, it makes me say, okay, I'm going to pay attention to this thing. And that's what we're trying to do. Trying to develop people into disciples. And by giving them the checkbox, I kind of like that, because then they can choose their own level of where they're at. So we're not tying them into a contract. I think the only thing we're tying them into is not gossiping outside the group about things that are
That's
said.
a non-negotiable.
That's probably non-negotiable.